But first, I want to ask Larry, do you think Ricky Pearsall will play this week? It's been so weird. He's been running and shooting jumpers, but not even a limited participant in practice. So strange, so cautious. And now all of a sudden, Kyle's like, oh, yeah, he's practicing this week. We haven't seen it yet. Do you think the 49ers are do you think that's their schedule for him? They expect him to play?
I think Ricky feels bad for not playing, but it's time to gut it out and go. I mean, it's, and it's easy for me to say that. I'm sitting behind a microphone. I don't take those hits. But, I mean, this was a PCL. I thought this was like, I don't even know the nature of this injury. He banged the knee on the turf. It looked like, if anything, it may have been a bad bone bruise. Instead, it's like a PCL strain off that. And it's taken him about, let's just say this, the window of time that it was going to take, it's taken him the maximum amount of time in that window. So it's not like he got back quick. He gave me kind of a weird look the other day, and I've been kind of, speaking the truth that I think that, he's kind of soft and that he doesn't really get out there and play and that he's not the tough guy that everybody said he was. Julian Edelman. He's not Julian Edelman. That's an insult to Julian Edelman. Julian Edelman's like one of the toughest receivers of all time. This guy's not that. This guy was, he didn't have the record at Florida either that makes you go, oh yeah, look at the production. The production, what really wasn't there. It's a lot of traits and hope, and I don't know. I mean, this is a guy who has to operate in the middle of the field, and you get beat up in the middle of the field. And can he take those hits? I don't know.
I'm not sure I would question his toughness. Not saying that. I see what you're saying. He did get shot in the chest and walk it off, which makes him tough. The word I would use is fragile. Being able to play football in the NFL and not get hurt a lot is tough. And it's not just that he gets hit and gets hurt. Like, he bangs his knee on the grass and gets hurt. He pulls hamstrings. He has soft tissue injuries. Like, I think that's the issue. But really, I think the Niners have been, my prediction here, I think the Niners have been very cautious with him. I don't think they wanted to bring him back. I think they wanted to bring him back at the same time as Brock. Maybe I'm wrong. I think their explanation for not bringing him back was strange. I thought he's been running really, really fast on the sideline. I mean, I think he could run backwards right now faster than Jawan Jennings could run straight. So I don't really buy the whole GPS thing. I don't really understand what they're trying to do, but I do understand that when he plays, the offense is way better because he's explosive. He stretches the field. And if he comes back this week and Purdy plays, Purdy's going to look good. Unless Purdy's like hurt like he was against Jacksonville, Purdy's going to look good and the offense is going to look good because this guy is way better than every other wide receiver on the team. Not way better, way better. That's how I feel. So we'll see if he can do it, but I think he can.
Go look at the 40 times of the Niner receivers. They're the slowest receiving core of all time. Ricky's the only guy in there who runs sub 4.5. I mean, Watkins never plays. Sky Moore never plays. If you look at the receivers the Niners put on the field, it's the slowest group of receivers in the whole freaking league. They need the big playability of Ricky Pearsall because they don't challenge down the field at all. And you can blame it on Mac Jones if you want, but you know what? I don't see a receiver that gets deep or a line that can block so that you can connect with that receiver deep.
I mean, when Mac had Ricky Pearsall week 2 and week 3, I thought we saw elements of Mac Jones' game that we haven't seen since then, like the long passes down the field toward the sideline. There was one against the Cardinals where he hit Ricky Pearsall on the face mask as Ricky Pearsall was like tumbling out of bounds. It was a gorgeous pass. And I'm not saying Brock can't throw down the field because he does, but it's those like from the pocket to the sideline, 25, 35 yards down the field. I mean, we haven't seen that in such a long time on the 49ers. And yeah, I mean, that's what Ricky Pearsall brings to this offense. And I think, conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat, I just don't think the Niners really wanted people to see the full capabilities of Mac Jones while Brock Purdy's working through a toe injury. I mean, it just creates a quarterback controversy that, frankly, they don't want. They don't want it. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's odd though. Then if they don't want it, I mean, I think Purdy's better, but he's not better if he's not healthy. And so why would you bring him back? He better be healthy because if he's not healthy, he won't be better than Jones. If he's not better than Jones, all those fans, they don't care about Shanahan or his plan or Lynch or his plan or me or you. They care about their team and they have their own plan. So you can sit there, not you, but people can sit there and say, there's no controversy. The fans will decide for themselves if there's a controversy. And you don't control the situation, and the Niners don't either. So I do find it odd. I would have, I were the Niners, I would have held Purdy back through the bye week, make sure he's healthy, and then spot him at the end of the year and let him play in the playoffs. And at that point, a healthy Purdy, I think you got a great chance of playing well. But if he's not healthy, that means he can't drive the ball down the field. He's not as accurate, and he can't escape. That guy's not as good as Mac Jones. And if he doesn't play as well as Mac Jones, the fans are going to say, you know what? You got a controversy, whether you like it or not.
How about this? Funny things happen in life. A lot of unpredictable stuff's been happening this season. Let's say Purdy comes back, but he re-aggravates the toe again. And that's it. And Jones comes in and wins the Super Bowl. Let's say.
It's his job.
It's his job. Not only is it his job,
no doubt,
he's getting an extension, and you got to trade Purdy. And with Purdy coming off a second re-aggravation, can you trade him? Like, can you move the contract if you get him injured again? It could get weird. That's a good problem to have, but the Niners probably have thought this through, and they got to be careful here because there's a world where this Purdy contract becomes completely unmovable.
Totally. I think that would be something else. But if Jones stepped back in and they won the Super Bowl, why? Because their defense is super mid. But if it happened, you saw Philly last night. They can't score. You saw Green Bay last night.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, who can't the Niners beat? The Rams? They literally beat the Rams.
Right.
Beat them.
They can't beat Seattle. They beat
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can they? And not only that, I think they can beat every one of those teams on the road.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a big deal. So Niners in some ways play better on the road.
Doesn't mean they're better than those teams, but they can beat those teams. We've seen them do it.
They can beat them.
No team is head and shoulders better than anyone this year. It's the ultimate year of parity.
It would be an amazing story if Jones led them there. But, the other thing is what's the rest of the team going to look like? Is IU coming back? Is Ricky going to stay healthy? You got 2 starting caliber running backs. You got a pretty damn good tight end. You got a great left tackle. It's not like he's out there by himself. He's got some talent.